So welcome back to my channel. This is the arse of a KV1, the tier 5 Russian heavy tank. Yeah, so this I threw myself with that intro. This is GamerDom. This is yeah, the brute, the KV1. When this thing is, you know, anything near top tier, is an absolute animal. I'm on El Haluf. I'm platooned up with Carlos, who's in his KV1. You'll notice he's doing it wrong. He's got the 85mm. I have the derp, and the derp is the way to go. Just telling you. If you think otherwise, you're wrong. Heading out to the heavy alley. There's not huge numbers of heavies in this game. There's only 3 each side, and in fact there's only nothing top tier. So all the heavies are tier 5. So it's a fairly even matchup, which is good. However, there is a Lefebvre on the enemy team, and he's going to be a right pain in the Lefebvre. I'm heading out with Carlos, and we're going to head out to the heavy corner, try and do some damage. Now the KV1, for all its wonderful attributes, of which there are many, is a little bit slow, so you don't always make the corner where you hope to get to. I'm kind of expecting to see that BDR on the enemy team there before us, because he's a bit quicker than we are, but I suppose it, you know, we'll see. We can only deal with what we get. Oh, there's a M4. Don't mind facing an M4, even if he's got the derp gun. A pair of Wolverines. Here comes the the M4, fired on the move, not fully aimed, got no chance of hitting. Well, no, I suppose you have got a chance, but it's a very slim one. Derp gun is not designed for that kind of action, so you need to get forward, get aiming. He's not giving me enough. If I could blow his tracks off, he'd be in real trouble there. So Carlos has got the corner. I'm going to scrape off him. I've been spotted somehow, I'm not quite sure how. Oh, and there's a Lefebvre. Just manages to miss me, but takes down the tracks. Nice shot into the Wolverine through the front plate. There's another arty shell come in, and try not to block Carlos here. There's another shot on the other Wolverine. Carlos got absolutely slammed there by a couple of tanks. Not great for him, and he's down already. Can I finish off that Wolverine at the back? Yeah, I'm trying to take guns out the game here at this point. I know the Lefebvre is going to be all over me. Oh, the VK is not paying attention. Have some of that. 170, he's still not paying attention. Can we get another shell into him? There's the Lefebvre again. 9.6 second reload on this. Oh, and I managed to pen him, and that's him down. Right, move before the Lefebvre gets another angle on me. There's the M4. Take him down with a HE shot to the side. BDR hit me and killed my driver. BDR is going to be a challenge at this point, because he's a very good TD, a very good heavy tank. Oh, there's a KV1. He's not paying attention. Hello, KV1. Put one into his side. Didn't track him. I was hoping I'd track him. The Lefebvre is all over me like a cheap suit. I mean, he's just got a serious hard-on for me. That's better. Track the KV1. I got hit by the KV1 and the Lefebvre. It looks like he's using the derp, so he's got it right. Loaded heat shell, because I need to finish this guy off. Straight through the front of him. Bang. Good night, Vienna. Heat shells from a KV1's derp gun right through that front plate. Oh, I've got to get round before that BDR gets a shot. Oh, just manage it. Yeah, if you can get a shell through that frontal flat strip, it should pen every time, and chances are it will shot one shot. He didn't have full health, but I probably would have killed him entirely. BDR was going to try and come round, but then thought better of it. I'm pushing round. I've only got an HE shell loaded at the moment. Oh, because there's a free kill. We'll take him. BDR's thinking about coming round, and I'm getting stuck on a tank, trying to push a dead tank, but he didn't follow. I've now got heat shell loaded again. Can we do work our magic with the BDR? I've only got 180 health. Well, 198 health, actually. Don't read it correctly. Churchill wants me to pull back, and I'm happy to let him go forward. He puts a shot in, weakens the BDR, and there's my heat shell straight through him. One shots him, 302 damage. Churchill's now getting the attention of the Lefebvre, so good for him. I'm quite pleased about that. I've had enough of that guy. There's a nice shot into the Stug as well. Unlucky not to one shot in there, but hey, he's on 70 health. He's on 4 health. Can we finish him off? Get a cheap kill? Nope, somebody else gets a cheap kill. Oh, Lefebvre's back onto me again. He's got tired of firing at the Churchill and he's moved back onto me again. I've got 6 kills, so I can sort of understand it. Oh, there's a Schmoltern out there. Panzer IV Schmoltern. Just took down our Panzer IV-H. I'm only on 93 health, so I can't afford to take too much here. Oh, what a good hit that was. Right into the lower plate of the that premium tank. Did 400 health. Bounced a shot from him. Now I've got him. There we go. He was never going to be able to... Once he bounced his shot on me, he had no chance. I was angled, but even so I'm surprised he didn't manage to pen me. Maybe just a moment of excitement, he just didn't manage to fire quite right. And that's pretty much it. There's just the Jag Panther. Oh, there he is. I wasn't expecting to see him there. He puts a shot into me, takes a little bit more health, and I actually managed to miss him. I haven't missed anything pretty much all game, and then that shot, just at the end, I missed. And now he's hit me under the tank, I believe. Use my repair kit, and I've still missed him. Good grief. He's tracked me again. Somebody come and take him out, please. He's annoying me now. Bounced his shot there. He's realised he's got a Churchill coming up behind him. Doesn't really know what to do. He should have just stayed there and just kept firing at me, but he didn't. So I get the... Oh, I thought I had a kill there. Should have penetrated the side armour of the Jag Panther, but didn't. And that's it. GG. Game over. So I love the KV1. It's such a bruiser. It's so much fun to play. And I do think the derp, in all seriousness, I do think the derp is the better option. It gives you more flexibility. If you've got some heat on board as well, that really helps the cause. So that was an ace tanker. We've got Hand of God, Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect, High Caliber, and Top Gun. It's funny how the gun sort of let me down just at the very end of the game. It performed beautifully all the way up to the very, very end. And then just at the end against that Jag Tiger, I just missed so many shots and whatever. But the game was won, so that's all good. So 2,439 damage, 7 kills, 1,551 base XP. Shout out to the Churchill. I was worried at first. I thought he was going to hug the base and stay in the middle, but he didn't. He came and fought it out, and the two of us managed to push that corner quite well. Poor old Carlos had a bit of a bad day at the office there. I fired 18 shots, hit with 15, penned with 15, or did damage with 15. When you're firing an HE gun, the pens don't actually make sense. It's actually damage caused. So because I certainly didn't pen with all 15, or I would have done a hell of a lot more damage than that. Took 11 shots in return, 6 of which penned, 5 of which bounced. They were all fairly low caliber because look, it was only 1,300, only 135 blocked. But I think most of the blocks were actually Lefebvre shells bouncing off me, which was lucky. 52,000 credits after costs, because I did fire a couple of heat shells, gave me 30,000 profit, which is rather nice. It was a ×3 when this game happened, and I got platoon bonus, and it was first game of the day, gave me a whopping 7,028 experience. So monster game, monster tank, monstrously fun. Get your KV1 out, boys. And this is our old friend Dynamics in the KV3, the Russian tier 7 heavy tank. Dynamics loves this tank, plays it really, really well. And this game is no different. He plays it brilliantly. He's platooned up with Carlos, who's also in a KV3, and also GG69 from the Havoc 2 community, who's in the Comet, the British tier 7 medium tank. So you can see Dynamics has already got 2 stars on his barrel. He's got really, really good on this tank. Some tanks just fit you, and I think this one is definitely Dynamics's. Personally, I loved the KV3 too. It was a really good fun tank to play. Everyone said, oh, the KV4 is even better. I got the KV4 and hated the KV4. Wished I'd kept the KV3. Hey, there you go. Sometimes that just happens. Certain tanks just fit you, others do not. So here we are, we're on Fission's Bay is the tier 7 match, so they've got really nice matchmaking. They're top tier. And, you know, like most heavies should do really on this map, head out to the city, although KV1S and a KV85 have decided to go across the open flank, which is not ideal scenario for them, and Churchill's just camping. But hey, World of Tanks, right? So DG's up ahead, effectively scouting for them. There's the two KV3s and an OI coming this way. Excuse me, I've got another stinking cold. Seems to be the year of colds for me. Came back from America with a cold. Lovely. Anyway, enough of my whinges. Heading up to the corner here. Nice position here. The only problem with you can often side scrape off this building in front where Dynamics is. The problem is then those guys out flanking on the right. Where's that OI experimental gone? Can't see him. Carlos is just going full bore down there. There's 3 enemy artillery, so you've got to be really careful. Anything big and heavy is a target for artillery, so you've got to be really careful. There's the OI experimental. Carlos is going balls deep straight into him. Dynamics is going round. Oh, and there's a whole load more there. There's AMX 45. Nice shot into the side of the AMX. Dynamics is keeping a really close eye on that IS behind him. See if they can finish off one of these tanks. Yep, there's the experimental dead. Looks like Dynamics is going to go and have a little cuddle with the IS around the corner here. Carlos is keeping the pressure on the other way round, so they got a classic. Oof, look at that ammo rack. Oh, that turret just whizzed off. Oh, there's an OI behind. Nice shot there from Dynamics, bit lucky, but hey, you take it, right? You notice he doesn't use premium rounds, so this is purely as nature intended. Looks like DG's come in to mix it up as well. This OI is side scraping. Well, he was. Not anymore, but he's showing off his boobie. And the boobies are weak on the OI, well, comparatively weak on the OI. Especially to this 100mm gun, 107 I think the KV85 have. Oh, DG's gone down. There's a lot of heavies here. Well, there certainly was a lot of heavies here. They're whittling their way through them now. The 3 allied heavies are just just destroying these. Oh, ow! Well, saying they were just destroying. Now at that moment, Dynamics manages to bounce a shot and takes a 500 hit in return, and the OI with them goes down. However, he redresses the balance, and there goes Carlos. So, Dynamics against a virtual full health KV85 and a one-shot French heavy, who is now definitely one-shotted and dead. So, 6th place 6 overall. Dynamics got 4 kills at the moment. Done 2,500 damage. Been a really good game. Hasn't seemed to do a huge amount, but you know, this is the beauty of a big gun heavy like this. You keep moving forward, keep firing, you keep. Oh, he bounced an artillery shell. And he bounced a KV85 shell. Now realises he's got to take this guy down quickly because the artillery are obviously focused this way. Takes down the KV85. Right. Now what to do? That is a nasty hit. Oh, blimey, 2 artillery hits. The M12 and the M44 both hit him for virtually all of his health. He's now a one-shot kill to pretty much everything in the game. He lost the driver, he lost his gun, he lost his observation, his tracks. Radio Man, but no, we don't care about Radio Man, do we? So, is that the worst position in a tank? Most undervalued one? Imagine if you're a radio... Imagine in real life if the World of Tanks was a real thing and they said, good news, good news, Cameron, you're going to be a radio man. You know you're doomed. It's like being those the security guard on Star Trek. And there he goes. He gets taken down by a fast-moving Swedish tank. Really had very little chance there. That the Swedish tank was always going to come flying around and take him out, which was unfortunate. And really, it was that artillery that did for him. But he did do, well, he got 5 kills, he got over 3,700 damage, and that was incredibly quick to do that in. Really, really impressive. But the team's looking a little bit suspect. Will they actually manage to win this one out? So the game went on for quite a long time at the end there. I won't show it all because, to be honest, Dynamax didn't give us a decent view. He was mainly sitting on his own tank, so you couldn't really see much of the action. So we didn't get to see the final bit of the game, but his team did manage to clean up, mainly due to that Hellcat, who managed to clean up remarkably well. So, but Dynamics came out with the Ace Tanker. He got Bruiser, Demolition Expert, Duelist, Fighter, Farfer Effect, and High Caliber. Finished up top of the team with 3,703 damage and 5 kills for 1190 base XP. This guy in the Hellcat had a good game. Look at that, finished up with 8 kills. Got the Radley Walters medal. 1,955 and 8 kills. Carlos had a quiet game, 724. Yeah, DG didn't have a great one either, but hey, you can't always have cracking games. So look at the dynamic stats. He fired 11 shots, he hit all 11 and penned with 10 of them, so it's pretty good return on investment, shall we say, for that 3,700 damage. He took 7 hits in return, 4 of which penetrated, 3 did not. It was really the combination of the OI hitting him for 500, then the 2 artillery smacking him that finished him off, else I think he would have gone on to have an even bigger game than he did there. Did block 1,400 damage at least. 61,000 credits, didn't fire any premium because he doesn't carry it, gave him 35,500 profit. With the premium account and with all the bonuses for being in a platoon and ×2, gave him 3,659. So really nice game. KV3 is a really powerful little beastie, and Dynamics is very good at using it. So I hope you enjoyed that game. If you did, give it a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. This has been Game Dom. Hope you enjoyed it, and enjoy your games. Try not to take them too seriously. It is just a damn game, and I'll see you again soon. Gamer Dom out.